Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to adult to the max and get our house organized. We're going to be doing this in a series because my house is an absolute disaster, and frankly I'm a little bit bored since the kids are all playing, so we're going to get right into it. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen and I love to do all things homemaking. I'd love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay guys, let's jump into this beautiful day. So the first thing I want to do is just kind of take you around, show you how everything's just kind of disorderly in the house. These are areas that I would consider very high traffic areas that when I come in here bring me a little bit of stress, and I want to create a little bit of peace, not perfection, in my household. And we're going to start here in the pantry. I also have a bunch of things I picked up from Nicholsen that I'm going to use today to organize areas that I use every single day. So that will include the pantry, the drawers where I do all my cooking, as well as the refrigerator. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have 100 other areas to declutter, but that's what we're going to focus on today. For the refrigerator, I picked up these 18-piece glass food storage sets for all of the herbs and things coming out of the garden. And then for the drawers, I went with these Improvement bamboo drawer organizers, which are absolutely beautiful. And then last, I wanted to get some gourmet baskets for all of the fruit we have, because I wanted to save some of the space that we have on our counter, and I thought these would fit perfectly in the pantry where I could put things like bananas, oranges, apples for the kids to grab throughout the summer so they pick healthy choices when they're in the pantry, and also it gets stuff off my counters so I can declutter as well. Between now and the end of the month, HSN is having a huge sale of things $30 and under to organize your house. So do not sleep on this deal, you guys. I will link all of the things I purchased down below. You will see them throughout this video. And thank you to HSN for sponsoring today's massive declutter, organize, and clean with me video. Okay, to get started, I am going to take things out of the refrigerator. I already did my deep clean where I pull everything out of this refrigerator and clean it. So I don't need to do that today. Thank the Lord on high. But we are going to remove everything, wipe things down, and clean it. As many of you know, I just returned from a trip to Chicago, and let me say, my husband, as amazing as he is, we just don't clean and we don't organize the same. So the kitchen and the refrigerator were a bit out of sorts, so we needed to do a little clean and restock and get it looking aesthetic and beautiful and peaceful so that I can get through my days without stress. So if you want to join me, open up your refrigerator and let's get cleaning. I'm going to share a couple tips, some homemaking tips, if you will, about how I like to start a day like today without getting overwhelmed. So one of the things I really like to do is pick a room in the house and think about what I use the room for. So we're going to use the kitchen primarily for things like cooking, meal prepping, spending some time with our family. This is also where the kids do homework oftentimes. So I want to create systems in place that will make those day-to-day operations throughout my house, just like a business or anything else, a little bit more smooth. So that comes down to the refrigerator first and foremost. I am going to meal plan and prep every week and then fill the refrigerator with all the ingredients I'm going to need to actually execute those meals. This way, I don't have a lot of buildup of things that go to waste. I can also meal stack, so using tomatoes for 3 separate recipes that all have different robust flavors. I will link one of my meal prep videos in here if you want to learn how to do that, because it really helps cut down on waste and it also helps cut down on time. Sometimes, depending on the week, I will go ahead and meal prep multiple meals ahead of time. And then other weeks when I have a little less stress in my life, I will just cook dinner on a day-to-day basis. It kind of just depends on what I have. So I will take a look not only at what my meal plan is for the week, but also what my weekly schedule is. That way, when I open the refrigerator, it's congruent with not only my time, but also with the meals I intend to cook throughout the week. As my summer garden continues to thrive in this beautiful weather, I am finding it hard to figure out ways of preserving things like my tomatoes that will be coming in, all of my veggies, and of course my beloved herbs here in my ranch, my ranch garden here that we have. So one of the things I wanted to do was find some glass containers. I do read below that you guys are a little bit concerned about the amount of plastic I use for my food storage containers. So I did pick these up. This is an 18-piece glass set that I picked up from HSN. And what I like about it is they come with beautifully easy to clean lids that are tight. It comes in many different sizes from 5-ounce all the way up to 24-ounce containers that fit perfectly in the refrigerator. That way I can go through, clip all my herbs, and they don't go to waste. Oftentimes I will get things out of the garden in abundance. So if you can see, all of this basil is ready to come out. I also wanted to clip some of the tops that are starting to flower just to increase some of that and encourage, obviously, some of that growth throughout the entire season. But when I get an abundance of stuff from the garden, I want to find great ways to preserve it so I can make things like green goddess dressing, I can make ranch dressing, I can make all kinds of different herb toppings for many of the recipes I like to barbecue throughout the season. And using those glass containers will really, really help cut down on waste while also keeping things nice and tidy in the refrigerator. Since we were already out in the garden, I figured we give it a little extra water. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to head into the kitchen and I'm going to show you how I preserve all of my herbs throughout the season. Tell us in the comments down below if you planted a garden for this summer season, and what did you plant? What are you most excited to be harvesting this summer? Now that we're done tidying up our beautiful garden, we are going to come in and get all of those herbs nice and cleaned and dry. Now for the oregano and the thyme, I'm going to actually dry those in the pantry for a couple weeks and use them just throughout the season. We won't be preserving those in the refrigerator. That way I can just use them. I'm going to put them in a little jar. But for the chives, I also have some cilantro. We have some tarragon, which happens to be one of my favorite herbs next to basil. Those we will preserve in the refrigerator. So for that, I'm using the Mason Craft 18-piece glass food storage set because it's nice and small. This is exactly the size I was looking for. Again, it comes in sizes ranging between 5 and 24-ounce containers with all of the matching lids, and they're just so perfect for this exact project I wanted to get organized today. And this entire set is under $40, which is pretty incredible considering they're typically very pricey. So I will have that link down below. Again, I picked that up from HSN and it is the Mason Craft set. So we are going to do that. My mom always taught me if you wet a little piece of paper towel and add it on top, it will keep them nice and moist. That way, because today is a big organizational cleaning day, we're not going to be cooking. I'm going to be pulling something out of the freezer for sure tonight. I do not have time to make the ranch, but if you subscribe now, head back to the channel. We will be doing a food prep day where I'm going to be making green goddess dressing and 3 different recipes with that, as well as some delicious ranch. So definitely stick around if you like that type of video content as well. Since we share so much together here on this channel, down in the comments section, I thought I would just ask, what are some of your favorite things to do with your summer herbs, and how do you prefer to store them? I have always done it this way, but I'd love to learn from you all down below, especially those of you who have been gardening much longer than I have. This is only my 3rd year. So definitely let us know so we can all learn from you. How do you store your herbs, and what are your favorite things to make with them throughout the summer? feels so good to have this refrigerator nice and clean, well organized, and ready for a busy week ahead. Those mason containers are perfect for my herbs all summer long. I cannot wait. If you guys want to check them out, again, I will have them linked down below. You can also head over to hsn.com and check out all the other versions they have there and find the ones that fit perfect in your refrigerator. So now that that's done, let's head into the pantry. This is the heart and soul of our house, I would say. Our pantry houses everything I need for baking, cooking, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you name it, it happens in here. I also store all of my cooking equipment up above, and it just happens to be a bit of a catch-all for the kitchen. So I want to come in here, tidy things up, get rid of things we don't need, restock items that we do need. I did video all that, but it unfortunately did not come over. I don't know what is going on with my camera, but I think it's time for a new one. It's a bit of a bummer because I keep losing footage that I really think you guys might enjoy. So what I went ahead and did is put all the rice and pastas and just filled all of these containers up nice and full, and then made a list of all the items that I need to keep a back storage of. I typically keep, like, if all the flour is in the decanter, I will keep one other bag of flour. That way I'm never like completely out of it. So the next thing I'm going to do is add some fruit in here. Again, I really wanted to get the fruit off my countertops, but have a safe place for them. So I found these gorgeous gourmet baskets that are actually stackable if you wanted to, and we're just going to put those in here. Again, I found them on hsn.com. I will have them linked down below. The quality was incredible. You can also find these decanters I have here on HSN as well. I just love this. This morning I woke up and the first thing I did was walked into the pantry, and it just felt cleaner. It smelled cleaner. It felt so good. I felt just these are the simple little peaceful things that we can do for ourselves as homemakers to keep things running smoothly in the house while also creating nice organizational systems to keep you peaceful and happy while also feeding your family. So now I have officially tackled the food storage problem here in the kitchen. The last thing I wanted to tackle in here was all of our cooking utensils. Most of our plates and bowls and whatnot, I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back my husband and I actually did that together where we just organized and decluttered all the like coffee cups and bowls and this and that. And this area we never touched. So this is basically everything we use for just day-to-day baking, cooking, barbecuing. All of that lives in these drawers here, and I wanted to just upgrade the organizational system that housed all of these. So again, went to HSN. This was again under $30 for 10 of these bamboo drawer organizers. I am going to transition all the plastic ones that I have in my bathroom over to these because they're absolutely beautiful. They're extremely versatile. You can use them any which way throughout your house for organizing, whether it's office supplies, jewelry, hair accessories, makeup, bathroom, cosmetics, utensils. They can fit anything, and I loved how beautiful it made this drawer look, especially since these drawers are 20 years old. So we are going to just declutter each of these. I'm going to kind of stack what I need in here with these bamboo organizers, and then we are going to also be doing the drawer that houses all of our knives. We also have a drawer, kind of silly. We love to make homemade sushi at our house. It's just like one of the easiest things on earth to make, and we have a sushi drawer. So I thought it'd be fun to also organize that as well using these beautiful bamboo organizational sets. Again, it comes in a set of 10. They are incredibly versatile, and I just think they're incredibly well made. I'm really excited to see this all come together. I'm already starting to feel my stress and the declutter just bring in a sense of peace already in the house. I'm going to cook downstairs tonight because, again, I did not cook after the end of a day like today. My goodness, this took me all day. I did have to leave for a period of time to take my son to football practice, but I came back and I got after it. This probably took me about 3.5, 4 hours to declutter everything. I didn't share every little second of this because that would just be torture to watch, but I decluttered about 8 bags worth of junk we no longer use, is broken, is expired, you name it, it went in the trash today, and we are going to start fresh, decluttered, and at peace. I gave everything a little quick wipe down because it got pretty messy here. I turned the Robo Rock on it so she can go and vacuum and mop the house because I'm sure as heck not doing it after a day like today. I've got one load of dishes going. I have another one I need to do. That's just everything I pulled out of the refrigerator and in the pantry that needed cleaning. But here's how the pantry turned out. So nice and organized. We got rid of so much stuff in here. I was able to decant all the things that needed to be filled up. I have all the kids grab and go snacks, lunch items, breakfast items, and our new baskets that house all the fruit, which is a much better place for it in here than all over my countertops, which I really like. And then I also was able to finish the refrigerator, got everything restocked in here to match my meal plan for the week ahead, which I'll share in an upcoming video. And we were also able to make a list of items I needed to restock in here as well. And then my favorite I wanted to show you guys real quick how incredible this thing is. So mighty. It will go back through this kitchen 2 more times before it starts mopping. It got all the oats off the floor when I was decanting. I got flour and oats and all kinds of stuff all over the place. And that little mighty machine cleaned everything up for me so I could go enjoy the rest of the evening with my kids. But here is the organization in all of these drawers. My goodness, I cannot believe this is my kitchen right now. It is so clean, so organized. Again, I threw away a ton of things that we don't use. Like I had like 6 different spatulas and we were able to get rid of those. Thank you so much to HSN for providing such great products for me to get organized today. And thank you for spending the last 20 minutes with me. I appreciate you being here and I cannot wait to share a next upcoming video with you. I'll see you guys in the next one real soon. Bye.